Hello, YouTube, and everybody watching. So, another week. Um, got a couple things to get into, and I also kind of want to talk about some videos that are going to be upcoming. Number one, let's get through the negatives, shall we? I did have a bit of fun yesterday and today. I had my first real challenge, actually, with my wife making cinnamon rolls, and I love cinnamon rolls. But I only had two. I didn't have, or yesterday, and I had one today. That's it. I didn't have my usual like 8 or 9 like I would have, and then not put it in and just hope that somehow it was going to. No, I put it into my fitness app, and I did what I did. And well, some would say that that is a failure. Others would say, no, I think that was pretty successful, and I was successful with the fact that, again, it's small steps. I'm not expecting miracles, and I'm not expecting to cut sugar out of my life forever and live. And I'm just, because I'm going to go back to it at some point. So it's better to slowly get rid of everything, slowly walk, and if you can't walk, you crawl. I've said that on this channel multiple times. Good news though, I hit the gym 3 times, and I actually took a class this week for the first time in a while, because I had sort of a weird week, a lot of bad nightmares and things like that, and kind of a weird week. And then Tuesday, because I've always wanted to take the Body Combat course, I said to the lady who runs it, look, I got to leave at 5 o'clock to pick up my wife. I know this runs from 4:30 to 5:20. Do you mind if I just take the first? She said, you pay me. You can take as much as you want. And I was like, all right. So I thought to myself, I'm not gonna think of, because again, you're doing this class and you think of, people laughing at you because you're trying to punch and kick and all this other jazz. And I said to myself, I'm going to ignore the negative thoughts. I'm just going to do what everybody else does and just focus in on that. And I did. And it was a lot of fun, to the point where I might actually take it again on Tuesday. And to be bluntly honest, it kicked my ass. It was one of the hardest classes I've ever taken at the gym. And I used to take classes a lot, and like I said, it kicked my ass. And you would think, just using your own body weight, how could that possibly be hard? Yeah. Trust me, it can be. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm going to probably take it again on Tuesday. I did 3 times at the gym this week, which is, again, respectable. Much better than I was the past few months, where it was just like 1 week, I think in November, I only was there 1 time for like 10 minutes because I felt like bad. But no. I do my Tuesday, Thursday afternoons, and I do Monday. Oh, this week with the company picnic, I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to do that. But again, I take it week by week. As I told Pete up in Canada, the truth of the matter is that December is going to is my hardest month. For most people, it's October through December is the hard month. October I lost weight. November I lost weight a little bit, but still. I'm hoping December's the same way. I'm really hoping that I can keep this positive momentum going, because if I can survive December, even if I don't lose and I just maintain 28% body fat, that to me is going to tell me 3 things. One, that I can survive the hardest month, because again, December's my birthday, so there's a lot of ice cream cake, there's the gingerbread cookies that my wife makes, there is a ton of, it's not like one thing where, like, for instance, if we're going to go with October, Halloween, yeah, okay, you get the candy, but you can ignore the candy, or you can only have a little bit of the candy. Like, December's not like that. December is, for both social and personal reasons, you're just going to eat, which is why a lot of trainers even say, I'll see you, at the end of November. They're like, I'll see you in January. Like, let's, I'm not giving up on December, but I'm also not going to say that, we're halfway through almost. And I've had a couple of days where I've had a little bit of fun, but at the same token, I've also put a lot of hard work in, and a lot of days where I didn't. And I am going to bed with, sort of the mouth hungry. My mouth is saying, oh, you should eat this, you should eat that. my impulsivity hunger, or whatever, however you want to phrase it. It's not real hunger. I have the calories that I'm supposed to have for the day. I'm fine. I don't need anything more. But for whatever reason, my stomach and my brain is like, no, you need more. It's like, no, I don't. So we're over the 5 minute mark, but I do want to quickly say a few things that I'm going to do. I am going to do a wrap up of the year and kind of sort of a general idea. That's one of the videos coming up. I am going to talk about the First Light news in an upcoming video, which will probably be released either today or tomorrow. I am also going to go and talk about the future of the channel, probably in 2 weeks or next week. I don't know. We only have 2 Saturdays left of the year. That's insane to think. I am going to continue this channel in 2026. I'm going to do at least another full year. I may continue this for the rest of my life. I really don't know. But I am thinking about where I want to go with the channel and what sort of videos I want to do. But anyways, that is for next time. I hope you all have a wonderful week. I hope you guys believe in me, because I still believe in you. Even in the month of December, when trainers are like, give up, I'm still saying go for it. But anyways, have yourselves a great week. I'll talk to you later. Till then, bye.